I'm going to talk about my song titled Fodya, Snuff, Smokeless Tobacco or Bute. The song begins with an important spiritual truth. Mwari mumwe chete asi rudzi nerudzi rinomunamatiro waro. This means the Creator is one, but different people have different ways of worship. This opening sets the foundation of the song. It teaches respect for diversity in spiritual practices while recognizing one true Creator, Mwari. At the heart of the song is the repeated request, Tipewo Fodya, may we have snuff. In Shona culture, Fodya, snuff or bute is not a substance, it is sacred. It is used as a tool to communicate with ancestors, spirits, and the Creator. It is especially important in ceremonies such as Mbira ceremony, where people connect with ancestral spirits or midzimu. Fodya, snuff, is used in several ways. It is used to offer to our ancestral spirits as a sign of respect. It is used to inhale and sprinkle into the ground as a form of a prayer. It opens communication between physical and spiritual world. It is used for spiritual cleansing and getting rid of evil spirits. The song emphasizes that snuff Fodya in Nzira ya Mwari is the way of God. This means it is a sacred pathway through which people connect to the divine. Another important message in this song is about ancestry and continuity. Dzinza rako raifemba Fodya kare, saka newewo femba Fodya. This means your clan used snuff long ago, so you must also use snuff. This teaches us that traditions are inherited. It encourages individuals to follow practices of their ancestors and remain connected to their roots. The song also shows that snuff is universal across all groups, like elders and youths, men and women, different regions and communities, spiritual beings such as Mondoro, Makombwe, Midzimu, and Mashavi. Even great spiritual figures like Chaminuka and Mbira are mentioned in the song as having used snuff. This reinforces its importance and sacredness. Another key teaching is the role of snuff in ceremonies and rituals. At Mbira ceremonies, during Sadaka, offerings and thanksgiving, in times of trouble when people seek guidance. The song says, kana marifemba mofugwa na Mwari wenyu, mofugwa ne midzimu yenyu, mofugwa na sekuru wenyu na mbuya wenyu. This means, when you take snuff, you are guided by Lord the Creator, you are guided by your spirits, you are guided by your grandfathers and grandmothers. It shows that snuff is not just physical. It invites the spiritual guidance and protection. The song also welcomes the spiritual beings. Tambirai mdzimu wakanaka, tambirai mashala akanaka. This means welcome good spirits. It teaches us that the spirits were once human beings created by Lord the Creator, and they continue to guide the living. The song also reminds us that a good spirit is known through its action. Another powerful message in this song is that snuff is needed everywhere, in the forests, in the mountains, at the sacred ritual sites, at home, which means spirituality is not limited only to one place. It exists everywhere. Lastly, it offers guidance and protection as people turn to the ritual for answers, directions, and peace during challenging times. In essence, Fodya goes beyond being a mere song. It stands as a lesson, as a cultural keeper, as a sacred extension of unity between humanity and the divine. Through the simple act of offering snuff, Zimbabwean people sustain a deep bond for their ancestors, traditions, and the Creator. Thank you, Chaminuka, bless you all. Alright, so today we're going to talk about our Zimbabwean traditional Mbira music, talking to the Mbira players and the spiritual people of Zimbabwe. As you know, my name is Linos, Wengara, Magaya, and today talking in Zimbabwe. I'm right in Zimbabwe at the moment, and this is a trip to do with our filming within the Arts Council of England, promoting Zimbabwean culture. But we need the real Zimbabwean people to represent it. This is about, we're going to be touring around 5 cities: Birmingham, Manchester, Leicester, Luton, and then London and Zimbabwean Embassy. But taking these guys to there, they are the Zimbabweans who live right here in Zimbabwe. They celebrate our culture, they do the ceremonies, they pray to our ancestors, they are healers, they heal people, they advise, they represent so many questions that we are having in our heads. They can obviously give you the definition from their own perspective. So today, I'm sitting here with Shona, the lioness. So I'm going to talk to her to understand the depth, within our songs of Zimbabwean Mbira music. Starting with the song called Fodya, that I released as well some time ago in 2006, and then released again into 2025. And I would like to hear what Shona, the lioness, what she thinks about this song, and also the impact of Mbira to Zimbabwean people as well as to the world. So what do you reckon about this song, Fodya?
What I was trying to say, I was saying snuff is not just snuff. It's something that is spiritually guided. When you are using it, it's not everybody that can take snuff. It's all about your spiritual leaders or spiritual guidance that guide you, that lead you to take that snuff. It's not just a hobby or an interest that you say, I want to take snuff like cigarettes and other things. It's something that is spiritual.
Mm-hmm. So, right, from what you're saying, it means snuff is a very positive thing in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
So this is what she's saying, it's a very positive thing. So looking at the impact of snuff to people positively, do you think there's many Zimbabweans taking it today, or there are less? What do you reckon?
In Zimbabwe, many people are taking snuff. Few years back, I can say few decades ago, there was a mentality that snuff is evil. But as people grow, as children experience everything on their own, and children grow,
exactly,
they realize that snuff is something that determines their origins, that determines their spiritual life. When you take snuff, you feel it that you need it.
Exactly.
And you take it. Someone who don't have that need snuff cannot take snuff.
All right. So you can hear for yourself how snuff is important to our Zimbabwean people. So one more question, not even one more, maybe 2 or 3 more, something. The other question is it only Zimbabweans that take snuff in the Southern African land?
No.
Or is it also other people from other African countries of Southern Africa?
As I have told you that I have traveled around Africa, teaching our culture as Africans, sharing cultural experiences. I have discovered that the whole of Africa and beyond Africa, people are taking snuff.
Okay.
You cannot tell that someone is a snuff taker. Just like me, you cannot tell that I do that.
Yes, exactly.
But most people, women, men,
Thank you. So that aspect as well, looking at the snuff itself, we call it Fodya, we call it Mute, we call it Mafembo.
Yes.
Are these words one and the same to you?
Yes.
Okay, so Fodya, Mute, Mafembo is one and the same word. That's what Shona, lioness, is telling us. And then after that, the other question is,
since we are all taking snuff and using it as a way to evoke and waken our ancestors to come within us so that they can look after us, what do you reckon about its effects to the health, to the body? Do you think it's just a positive thing, or do you think there might be something wrong with it as well? As something, it's just something that we take into our body.
The difference between snuff and other sniffing objects is that our own snuff is well planted in an African way. It doesn't have any chemical.
Okay.
It has been planted by our ancestors the way we do naturally,
Right.
with organic fertilizers, not those ones from the shops,
Yes.
but with manure, and
Yes.
it's automatically natural,
Yeah.
and it is very healthy.
Okay.
Remember during the COVID time,
Yes.
most Zimbabweans were saved by snuff.
Okay.
They steamed snuff, others took it.
Yes. Yes.
So I remember my aunt, she's now 92. I
Okay.
grew up, she was sniffing.
Okay. Okay.
That's
So you mean
but
like,
she's very healthy.
but she's very healthy and old. Okay.
Mm.
You think people, they take it and they grow older with it. It
Yes.
doesn't really affect
It
them.
helps you grow old.
Okay, that's good. Okay, as you can hear that, bute, snuff or mafembo, it's something that we grow and naturally look after it by using natural manure. We don't use fake fertilizers and we don't use chemicals to bring up this plant that we make snuff with. So what do you reckon? Is snuff made out of a certain special plant, or is it because Fodya, in some other readings, it shows that they're saying Fodya is the word from Fula word, which is from Portuguese, which represents tobacco. Do you think snuff is made out of tobacco leaves, or do you think there's certain special leaves that makes also snuff apart from tobacco leaves?
Alright. Here in Zimbabwe, it is made from special leaves that are planted in the bushes with our fathers and our grannies. And after it is planted, when it is ripe, they mold it in a
Yes.
way to preserve it.
Yeah, they make
They,
champos.
yes, the one called shampoo.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
mold it and they
Right.
dry it
Yeah.
under the shades,
Okay.
not on the sunlight. It is
Right.
well preserved
Yeah.
to protect whoever is going to use it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So in another way, you're saying there is actually special snuff that's nothing to do with tobacco leaf.
Yes.
It's just a bush thing.
Yes.
And then, but we also know that there's also tobacco snuff, isn't it, out there?
Yes.
Apart from the one you're saying. So how about the one that is made out of tobacco? Do you have any knowledge about it or any
Yes,
information
that
about
one is for those who are just interested in sniffing,
Okay.
not from our own side, that
Okay.
this is something that is connecting us with our own ancestors.
That's great.
That one is just for
Okay.
those people who are
Thank
just
you, thank you,
interested.
Shobakazi. So as you can hear that in snuff that we take, the tobacco snuff is for those who can just take it for happiness, enjoyment, and loving it, And but apart from that, we obviously have traditional natural snuff that was already discovered thousands years ago by our elders, which is passed on to us through generations. Okay, on that. So in this song, before this is the last question now on that. So in this song, to you, does it sound like a song that is celebrating and valuing the place of snuff, or what do you feel from it? Is it a celebrating and how does it connect people?
The way that song Fodya connects people, it connects people this way. As I have said before, people were ashamed to express themselves that they took that snuff.
Yes.
And if someone sings it the way you did it,
Yes, yes.
someone can feel that this is, I must not be ashamed
Okay.
of who I am.
That's good.
Because this snuff, if you are taking this, that's who you are. Because you are taking it. Not because you were called by someone or someone
Yes.
inspired you. No, it's
Yes.
who you are. It's
Yes.
inside you.
Okay.
Just as the way we speak about Ubuntu.
Yes.
It's
yes.
us.
Yes.
It's
exactly.
us.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. So it's a proud thing. It's our identity.
Yes.
So the last question on that, I keep getting more questions, but I'm gonna have to cut this one to make it the last one. So the last question is, when people take snuff in their hands, is there a certain folklore that the protocol that they follow
Yes.
for taking this snuff? Do they put it which way? Does it matter which hand and what?
Yes, it
Do you have
matters.
any words on that?
Yes, it matters most on that one. That is an interesting question. The right hand did a lot of things.
Okay.
It greets a lot of people.
Right.
In our own identity as Zimbabweans,
Right.
we believe that when you greet, when you did this, you did that, you did
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
it
yeah.
will be.
Yeah, exactly. The right hand.
Then
yeah,
we use
for sure.
left hand.
So we'll use the left hand. Yeah.
Yes.
To take
Then
it.
the right to receive it or
Yeah.
to take it.
Obviously,
The right
receive
hand,
yeah.
it will just take it.
Okay.
But this one,
Yeah.
it will be the holder, which is
Okay.
a spiritual significance as far as our ancestors are concerned.
Okay.
I can connect it when you are doing rainmaking ceremony.
Yes.
After you finish
Right.
doing those our own thing, you use your left hand like this.
Okay. Yes.
A left hand is blessed.
Yeah, okay. So the left hand is well blessed.
Yes.
That's why we use it.
Yes.
Okay. So you hear it for yourself that the right hand does a lot of good and bad things on the way during the daytime when we are still surviving. But because we leave the left hand for all the good things, and it's also a blessed hand. That's what Shumbakazi Lioness is giving us here. So thank you very much on the definition of the song Fodya and also the impact of Fodya in Africa as we are Africans with the Ubuntu. Thank you.
Yetakaudzweyo nyangwe Mwari ari mumwe chete asi karudzi nerudzi rune munamatiro waro.
Fodya is a word from Portugal. But when Portuguese is speaking this word, they say fula, which means big leaf. As you can see, tobacco is like big leaves. And in Zimbabwe, we don't actually just call it Fodya. We call it Fodya, we call it Bute and Mafembo, quite a few names that is given. In Zimbabwean culture, ground tobacco or smokeless tobacco, which is called Bute or Fodya, is used as a way to talk to our ancestors. We used it for cleansing, spiritual cleansings. We use it for blessing the place or for sprinkling around where you think there might be some bad spirits going on. It's dominantly used for blessing everything. In Zimbabwe, they see it in a highly positive manner. That's Fodya, Bute. So in this song, the song itself, it's encouraging people to use Fodya, Bute in a spiritual way, in the godly manner, under the guidance of our gods, our ancestors. When we say godly Lord, we mean the ancestors to the Creator. Because to us in Africa, the ancestors who used Bute, they are all gods. They are good. And we do not worship bad ancestors. And we only worship good ancestors. That's what this song is saying. And at the same time, it's encouraging people to welcome the spirits of ancestors who come to help people, and to welcome the medium who is possessed by the ancestor, and that medium plus their ancestor, they are both good people. They are working for the Lord. So snuff is something that we give to our ancestors when they come to give us advice, when mediums are possessed, as well as the medium, they take it for themselves, and any other spiritual followers who are not medium, they just take it because we use it for praying to our ancestors. That's the most positive side of it. But in the song, it doesn't mention the negativity of it, though it can be very hazardous to our health, because Zimbabweans and many other people from Africa are not yet searching deeply to find its effects. Some they know now, but obviously we know that tobacco has nicotine in it. In our culture, we don't just take tobacco on its own, but we also mix with our traditional remedies like pieces of lily roots. We You sort of chop them, put them and mix it. Some they use other type of trees like moa, certain roots to make it spiritual. So, and when we take it, we cook it certain ways. There's many ways of how to cook it. Spiritual ways of cooking it are very strict. Some people, they just don't follow that anymore, but most people, they prefer it when it's cooked in a spiritual way. So we don't just take grind tobacco and straight to the nose. No, we have to make it as spiritual as we can and then give it to people for their prayers. So the song Fodya is dedicated to snuff, which was discovered in Peru 3500 BC. That's where tobacco came from, that's where snuff came from, and then ended up around Europe, around Asia, then came to Africa maybe around 17th century. And from there, Africa, in Zimbabwe, we take it all the time. We use it for our spiritual performances, like spiritual activities, our sacred rituals. Is always everywhere from one ceremony to another. Obviously, before Fodya, we also used other things, which people are not yet going in to look at. What did we use before Fodya? So at the moment, this song is more about the respect of Fodya and how good it is, how people are so connected to it, and encouraging them to be happy taking their Fodya.
Otipei wa Fodya, Baba tipei wa Fodya, Agavara titoda Fodya. Way otipei wa Fodya, Baba tipei wa Fodya, Otipei wa Fodya, Agavara tipei wa Fodya. Way otinoda Fodya, Tipei wa Fodya, otinoda buteiro. We otora Fodya iwe, mwana mtema tora Fodya iyo. We otora wa Fodya iwe, zinzara kora ifemba Fodya iwe. Saka newe tora Fodya iwe, tati tora Fodya iyo. Saka newe tora wa Fodya iwe, Chaminuka aifemba Fodya iyo. Saka newe femba wa Fodya iwe, neanda aifemba Fodya. Saka newe tora wa Fodya iwe, zinzara kora ifemba Fodya iwe. Saka newe tora wa Fodya iwe. Baba tipei wa Fodya, Baba. 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 Iye o, iye o, iye, iye o. Iye o, iye o, iye o.
So that was Fodya, one of the songs that when I recorded it, many people like this song because it associates them with their daily taking snuff. They take bute, so when they play it, they connect with their spirituality, makes them dance, smile, enjoy taking a bit of snuff and throw it to the ground, talk to their ancestors. Chaminuka and bless. Thank you.